greenhouse gases which is present in very high quantity is carbon dioxide. Greenhouse gases contains of high quantity of carbon dioxide, hence option 4 is correct. Question number 27. The term bioconosis was proposed by Karl Moebius, hence option 2 is correct. Question number 28. The dam proof course, that is DPC, measured in meter square, and cornice measure in running meter, earthwork excavation, foundation bed concrete, main brick wall are measured in cubic meter, plastering, painting and flooring is also measured in meter square. So answer for this 28th question, option 2 is correct. Question number 29. The excavation exceed 1.5 meter in width and 10 square meter in plain area with a depth not exceed 30 centimeter is termed as. For earthwork excavation, we take maximum lead up to 30 meter and lift up to 1.5 meter. In question they saying 1.5 meter is width, so it is less than the lead. Hence this kind of excavation is called as surface excavation. Hence option 4 is the correct answer for 29th question. Question number 30. What is the weight of the tracked vehicle considering in IRC class 70R loading? So that is 700 kilonewton. So this is also direct question from highway engineering. Question number 31. As per the code IS 8112-1976, the initial setting time of ordinary Portland cement should not less than. So it is very simple and most repeated question in every examination. The initial setting time of cement is 30 minutes and this initial setting time is determined by using the Vickert apparatus. So option 3 is the correct. Question number 32. An oil with a specific gravity 0.8. They given the specific gravity of oil, that is 0.8, flowing through a pipe, and the difference of mercury level in a differential U2 manometer connected to two piping of the pitot tube is 100 mm. Means they given the difference of mercury level, that is x equal to 100 mm, convert it into meter, that is 0.1 meter. The velocity of the flow through the pipe with the coefficient of pitot tube is 0.98, that is Cv equal to 0.98. We need to find head of water, that is H equal to x into density of mercury upon density of oil minus 1. Put the value of x, that is 0.1. The density of mercury is constant, that is 13.6. And they given the specific gravity of oil, that is 0.8. Simplify this, you will get head equal to 1.6 meter. We know that velocity of flow v equal to theoretical velocity into coefficient of velocity. So theoretical velocity is under root 2gh. 2 into acceleration due to gravity is 9.81 and h is 1.6 and multiply Cv, that is 0.98. Then you will get velocity of flow v equal to 5.49 meter per second. So option 3 is correct. Question number 33. Before going to question, let us understand what is hyetograph, hydrograph, mass curve and isoheights. Hyetograph. A hyetograph, it is the plot of intensity of rainfall against the time. Now hydrograph. A hydrograph is a graphically plot of discharge of a natural system for river versus time. Mass curve. Mass curve, it is the plot of accumulated inflow or outflow versus time. And last one, isoheights. An isoheight is a form of map, contour lines on the map which displaying the precipitation. Now coming to the question, the plot between the rainfall intensity versus time is called as hyetograph. So option 3 is the correct answer. Question number 34. If the runoff from the drainage basin of area 4220 km square, they given the area is estimated 10,000 meter cube per day. Means they given the discharge runoff. We need to find the runoff depth, that is equal to volume by area. They given the volume 10,000 and area 4320. They given area in kilometer square. So convert it into meter square, multiply 10 raised to 6 to the area. Then you will get 2.3148 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter per day. So we need to convert it into centimeter per second. For converting meter to centimeter, multiply 100. For converting day to second, multiply 24 into 60 into 60. Then you will get a runoff depth equal to 20 centimeter. So option 2 is correct. Question number 35. Peak flood Q in Cumex with the catchment area A and Revis coefficient C is given by, according to Revis formula 1884, QP equal to CR into A raised to 2 by 3, where CR is the Revis coefficient. Out of these 4 equation, option 3 is the correct answer. That is Q equal to C into A raised to 2 by 3. Question number 36. A rectangular is having width b and depth d. Its moment of inertia about its centroid axis is. So this question from strength of material, they said what is the moment of inertia, that is I for the rectangular section, that is BDQ by 12. So option 3 is the correct answer. Question number 37. Maximum number of unknown forces that can be determined in concurrent force system under equilibrium is only 2. By the equilibrium equation we find only 2 unknown forces. Hence option 1 is correct. Question number 38. Before solving this question, let's understand what is propped cantilever beam. A cantilever beam for which one end is fixed and other end is provided support in order to resist the deflection of the beam is called as the propped cantilever beam. Propped cantilever beam means one end should be fixed and other end should be provided by at least one support. There is no fixed support in the given figure. The question is not proper. Maybe you get grace marks for this question. Question number 40. If 50 kg of fine aggregate and 100 kg of coarse aggregate are mixed in a concrete mix whose water cement ratio is 0.6, they given the weight of fine aggregate, that is 50 kg, and coarse aggregate weight is 100 kg, and they also given the water cement ratio, that is 0.6, then weight of water required for a hash mix. So we need to find weight of water required for the hash mix. As per the code provision IS 10262/2019, we know that water cement ratio equal to weight of water upon the weight of cement. We need to find out weight of water, so that take weight of cement into left hand side, then weight of water become water cement ratio into cement content. Make this as equation 1. For hash mix, weight of water equal to 30% of cement and 10% of fine aggregate and 1% of coarse aggregate. 30% means 30 by 100 into cement, and 10% means 10 by 100 into fine aggregate weight is 50 kg. Same here also, 1% means 1 by 100 into coarse aggregate weight is 100 kg. 30 by 100 is 0.3 into cement plus 00 get cancelled, only 5 remains. Here also 100 get cancelled, only 1 remains. Now weight of water equal to 0.3 into cement, 5 plus 1 is 6. Make this as equation 2. Now equating the equation 1 and 2. Equation 1 is water cement ratio into cement content. We have water cement ratio equal to 0.6, that is 0.6 into cement, and equation 2 is 0.3 into cement plus 6. Take plus 3 times of cement content into left hand side, that will become minus 0.3. So on right hand side we have only 6. 0.6 minus 0.3 is the 0.3, and you keep cement as it is on the left hand side and take 0.3 into right hand side, then cement content will become 20 kg. Now substitute the cement content in the equation 1, then you will get weight of water. Put water cement ratio 0.6 and weight of cement is 20, then the weight of water will become 12 kg. Then the weight of water required for the hash mix is 12 kg. So option 2 is the correct answer. Question number 41. Pre-tensioning is the process of tensioning the tendons in a fresh concrete, and it is suitable for small works like construction of railway sleepers, electrical poles, and construction of precast unit like beam, column, slab, etc. And post-tensioning is done for hardened concrete. Post-tensioning is suitable for large work like construction of box culvert, bridges, and tunnels. Now coming to the question, which of the following method is employed to manufacture pre-stressed concrete sleeper? I already told you, railway sleepers are coming under pre-tensioning, hence option 1 is the correct answer for 41st question. Question number 42. As per IS 800 code provision, maximum deflection in steel beam with length L is limited up to L by 325. For this you refer IS 800 table 6. Hence option 1 is correct. Question number 43. In an highway, the radius of horizontal circular curve is 100 meter. They given the radius of curve, that is r equal to 100 meter. The design speed is 50 km per hour, that is v equal to 50 kmph. Coefficient of lateral friction should not greater than the 0.15. So please make a correction. So take f equal to 0.15. They say determine the super elevation. We know that super elevation formula for horizontal circular curve, that is E plus F equal to V square upon 127 R. They given the design speed 50 km per hour. So put value V equal to 50. Put radius of curve 100 meter. Take plus F into right hand side, that will become minus F. and put the value of f, that is 0.15. Simplify this, then you will get E equal to 0.0468. They are asking super elevation in terms of gradient. For that you need to press 1 by E value in calculator, then you will get. Now super elevation in terms of gradient is 1 in 21.34. So option 4 is the correct answer. Question number 44. If the speed of the vehicle v in meter per second, design coefficient of friction f, and acceleration due to gravity g, then braking distance L in meters is. We know that stopping side distance equal to lag distance plus braking distance. Lag distance v into t and braking distance is v square upon 2gf. They are asking only braking distance, that is v square upon 2gf, hence option 3 is the correct answer. Question number 45. The World Environmental Day is on. Very simple question, that is 5th June. So option 2 is correct. Question number 46. Eutrophication is the result to accumulation of plants nutrients in water bodies. It is also direct question. Option 3 is correct. Question number 47. Intake wells are provided to collect water from the surface sources. So intake is the structure which is constructed on the bank of the surface water sources to receive water and discharge to the field. Hence option 3 is the correct answer. Question number 48. If the sewage is fully oxidized, then the nitrogen in the form of nitrates. It is also direct question. Option 1 is correct. Question number 49. The maximum quantity of water that can be guaranteed from the reservoir during critical dry period is known as safe field. It is also direct question. Option 2 is correct. Question number 50 and last question of this series. Elementary profile of gravity dam is looks like this. They are telling what will be the relation between H, G and K, that is B equal to H upon square root of G minus C. Here B is the base width and H is the height of the dam, G is the specific gravity and C is the coefficient of uplift pressure. So option 4 is matching this relation. Hence option 4 is the correct answer for this last question.